Hello guys, welcome to my channel. விளையாண்டுருக்கிறது Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Thanks for all your support. ஏன்னா உங்கள் சப்போர்ட் தான் என்னை அடுத்தது மேலும் மேலும் நல்ல கண்டென்ட்டை கொடுக்கறதுக்கு ஹெல்ப் பண்ணுது. ஸோ ரைட் நவ் plucking the quill, speak to the girl. லாஸ்ட் டைமே இந்த மிஷனை செஞ்சுருக்கணும், ரொம்ப டைம் ஆச்சுன்னு அதை நிறுத்திட்டேன். ஓகே, லெட்ஸ் கோ நவ்.
It was burning when I found it. Hot days like this, things just go whoosh. Well? Oi! Wigbert! You great moon calf.
Hand it over, Alwyn. We saw your little shadow take it. What you looking at?
I'm not sure. Looks like an old lady's been rolling in shit with all the other ugly sows. Hawking a dress, maybe?
Come on, then!
Let's finish it quickly.
Ball, stupid, was you?
இல்லை, அவனுக்கு 2 பேர் சண்டை போட்டிருக்கானுங்க. அவ்வளோ பெரிய ஆளை இப்படி எடுத்தா
seems to follow you.
And I wriggle out of it like a slippery eel. Why are you following me?
I'm looking for the quill, so I'm asking you, this little worker bees.
Us? Working for the quill? Shows what you know.
Is that so?
I am innocent as a lamb. They were the quill's thugs and you killed them. Wouldn't want to be in your boots.
It sounds like you owe me your life.
This one's brave and strong. Might be able to help us.
So you're not working for the quill?
We steal to stay alive and out of the quill's clutches.
But you know where I can find him.
They come up from the sewers like rats. Go on, give her what you took. Maybe she can save us. Good luck, Dane. Try not to get maimed and all that.
வந்தாச்சு. What's going to happen?
That's her! Dimwit Dane, didn't guess the quill's a she.
Now, Elwyn. You have the wit that you and I possess. Most see the world in simpler terms, where we are the weaker sex.
A broodmare who preys on innocence and you brag about strength.
How little you know.
இந்த சின்ன பொண்ணே மாட்டி விட்டா.
Defend your mistress! Elfa, may your roof shield thee. Come, child, whisper what you've learned, and Mother will give you a treat.
Coward! Using children to spy and steal for your order.
To educate them. Give me a child till he is 7, and I will give you the man. Or woman. What use are letters when a child can only write his name in pig shit? or wisdom in a woman when she cannot wield it beyond her heart? I taught little Alwyn so much more. Saved her from a life less worthy. She will find enlightenment in the Order, just as I did. If I could save them all, I would.
But you can't. You have corrupted too many to save too few.
My order is the only way forward. It can quench our thirst for knowledge. If only Alfred's slave faith is defeated. And what would you sacrifice for infinite knowledge?
An immeasurable gift. Why refuse it?
Not their innocence.
A pity. Non requiescat in pace.
நான் ரெஸ்குவேட் இன் பாச்சே. அது நான் நினைக்கிறேன் ரெஸ்ட் இன் பீஸ் நினைக்கிறேன். அது சொன்னதுலே தெரியுது. நான் ரெஸ்குவேட்னா டோன்ட் ரெஸ்ட் இன் பீஸ். இப்படி போனால் தான் துரத்துவாங்க.
Where Justice hides when she's tired?
Hides? Splood, no. This is a wake, my friend. A celebration to ease the quill on her way to eternal damnation.
You heard.
Hilda's were not the only eyes at Winchester. My spies tell me stories of an avenging angel striking down the unworthy.
I have been called worse.
Be thou hail, hail Dorbana. That's Life Destroyer in our dialect.
I said easy with my kinsbane. Old honey waves alive in my horn, and my eyes on the door, expecting my death, yet unafraid.
You're quite safe with me, Dane. For now. If the mead is fresh and the air is cool, you may often find a friend even amongst your enemies.
I could use someone like you in my settlement, with ink on his fingers and a sense of honor.
I would love to devote myself to the study and practice of the law. There is a weariness in war I wish I could shake off.
Impossible. Even in death, our battles will rage on. It's the way of things.
I must thank you before the ale dulls me. By cutting the order down to size, you have given England a hope of unity. It must be a sour apple to swallow, knowing that you are the last of Winchester's enemies.
Are you sure the Sikhs is dead?
The bishop is dead, that's certain. And if the bishop was the Sikhs is dead. A transitive property of mortality, you see.
I don't believe it. Too much theater in Winchester. Overwrought players and wailing women.
Well, you could pay your respects and see for yourself. The funeral is today.
If he rots, I will leave with my silver. But if he lives, there's work to be done.
Watch your step, Eivor. He'll be a hefty corpse in death. Alive, he'd be much bigger. Whether you find or make a corpse, meet me at the Witten with your uncle.
அந்த பிஷப் செத்துட்டானான்னு தெரியல. ஸோ பார்ப்போம்.
If the bishop is wormmeal, then here should be the proof.
Do you not see? I am in prayer.
May we speak of your brother's death?
Have you no shame? Leave me.
I will leave you in peace then.
Lord grant my brother Aelfir eternal bliss.
Did you know
Where
Bishop
joy endures
Aelfir?
for all
Barely.
those beloved of God.
But can you still smell the burned flesh? It's rife across the whole graveyard.
Only his face was burned. That seems like a strange accident. And this corpse's build is slight, frail. Goodwin said Aelfir was a brute.
ஓ அந்த பிஷப் என்ன உயிரோட தான் இருக்கிறான் போலக்கு.
Are you the bishop's family?
God, no. Just here to make sure that impious bastard is actually dead. He bedded my wife, the randy bastard.
Stranger comes to Wember.
You do not mourn like they do.
Wember is always here, helping the sleeping, singing to them, so they are not frightened before they meet God.
The sleeping? You mean the dead?
Wember helps the monks. Dig, dig, dig.
You dig the graves. Did you bury Aelfir?
Have you seen Layoff? My poor friend. Poor Poor Layoff.
Lay off. What happened to him?
Sleeping. Sleeping like my dog when I hooked him too hard.
Someone hurt Layoff?
Yes. Yes. And while he slept, they stole his face.
Not just stolen, but burnt. Threadbare clothes. Did they belong to Wimber's friend? This funeral is a shadow play. The Order killed an innocent, burned his face so no one could tell, and interred him in Yelfirth's place. His sister knows more than she lets on.
What now?
I'm pretty sure you have laid on here, but I know the truth.
You would dare speak to me? When my poor brother Aelfirth lies cold in his shroud.
Your brother is the Sikhs, and no more dead than I am.
Heresy. My brother was the Bishop of Winchester.
When Goodwin got too close to the truth about your brother's place in the Order, you buried him. Or rather, you buried another in his place. The poor gravedigger's friend. Burning his face so no one would know.
How did you... No, I...
Your brother is not in that crypt. Tell me where he is before more lives are lost.
I will not tell you anymore. Guards! All right, have your way. They won't do you any good. Guards!
Watch my legs! Work with me! God won't let us lose!
Did you find dear Layoff? It is lonely without him.
I'm sorry, Wimber. I think someone killed your friend.
I would sing a sad song, for he was the only kid. May angels welcome him. That's
Three daggers. They may each sheriff wearing daggers. He said that's what shot each.
Why will you not leave me alone?
Enough of this, cat and mouse. Where is your brother, the one they call the Sikhs?
He is a ghost now, but he will make himself flesh once more of the Witten. And Alfred will be king no more.
He means to kill Alfred?
Regicide? No. The king will step aside and Aelfirth will lead us all, risen and resplendent as the Lord.
You are a damned fool. Have a look, Sunan.
Good night. Shoot! Shoot!
Wah, sama terus.
structure of their sermons from Latin to English. And how can we understand God's words if they are not spoken in our tongue? Aelfirth is dead, and we mourn him. But the foul deeds of the unrighteous are sown among our holy deeds, like cockles and tare in a field of wheat. Education, wisdom, enlightened thought. This will raise us above the sins of our fathers. These I will demand of the next bishop of England.
My God, it's true. The bishop is...
They'll kill us all! God save us!
Why do you defend this tiny crowd?
Enough, you scheming cur!
Great men and people die for us.
Saints alive!
Fear me! Cut you down! Back at the team!
How sweet is the shepherd's pipe when he calls his lambs to slaughter. I was born to Christians in the northern wilds. My mother would cradle me beneath the stars and whisper, dove-like, God watches over you. Then your people came. And God fixed his stout eye as they slit her throat for a copper ring. No stars threw down their spears as barbarians smeared her blood through fields of broken wheat. God watched all, and I hated him.
It may be Alfred's god was testing you. A trial you failed.
Alfred's god is weak, yet he would chain us all in his service, from our first breath to our death rattle. My order wishes to break these mind-forged manacles. I am the wolf in lamb's wool.
He takes on the role of a god himself. A worthy path to walk.
A wolf is but a walking feast for ravens.
One more gift for you, Dane. A deadly truth, if you can find it. With my death, the Order will not die. It will only transform into something far worse for all of us.
Elfirth will not cheat Loki's dread daughter twice.
I owe you my life.
An irony not lost on me, Alfred.
My king, we'll go by back streets to the Old Minster. Eivor may find us there when all has settled.
Aelfirth, my love! No! Curse you, Dane! My brother served God.
He was not a Christian. He abhorred your god.
But why strike him down? Have you no compassion for good men?
We both have more questions than answers. But if you know this key, perhaps we can help one another. Where is its home?
You treated me with kindness, But this damned order, their machinations killed my brother, so the rest may rot. Take this key to the ruins beneath the bishop's house. You may find answers there.